Hey, what's up, fellas? This is Gamers Paradise getting at you real quick. I just wanted to kind of get at you guys tonight. Man, I've been having a major problem trying to upload videos to you guys, and I don't know what the hell's been going on. But as always, man, I always want to do a quick recap of my round. Before I do all that, I just want to kind of let you guys know that what you see in the back right there, that's pretty much my whole entire business. I thought I had it sold at one point. Me and Aces were talking about it, and I thought I had it sold, and I was gonna actually up the price for the next BOTB, and just really start over and just continue doing what I'm doing already, which is buying stuff. Actually, in the background, you can see this Milton Bradley game, Screaming Eagles. It should be sitting right up there somewhere. Man, that thing is like pretty special to me, man. I actually played that game when I was a child, so it's pretty nice to have that thing in my grip. I actually bought that for $1 at a store, but let me get to what I'm talking about today. First off, let's address the major thing, which is I think that a lot of guys are really wanting to hear my view about Vyrix and Shades. Um, I'll make this real simple, real short, real sweet, because I don't think I need to really go into it. First of all, I'm gonna run over to Facebook real quick. If you'll just give me a moment, and I'm gonna actually pull up a post that I posted on my dude Aces Galvin's wall. With that being said, I want to make this like super duper clear. I'm not trying to make any excuses or anything like that for the tournament or for our judging or anything like that. We basically just want to make it clear that, as I said, I don't want to put any over effort or anything else like that on there. Um, I'm gonna open this up because it's important for me to kind of read it. As I said inside of a post that Aces made about the winners of this round, I'm gonna read it again. Aces Galvin's Battle of the Beats prides itself on respect, integrity, heart, compassion. It is governed in a manner where judges communicate and discuss battles like this battle, which is Vyrix and Shades, to come to the right decision, not only for the tournament, but for its contestants. I believe that Aces Galvin, myself, and others would never use bias or favoritism as a motivation to put the best matchup forward. Well, basically, with that, what I'm saying is we're not going to just pick the people who are going to get the most views to the Battle of the Beats because it's an advertising kind of thing. I'm not going to put you guys out there in the water like that. That's not how it works. I'm going to pick the beat that's the best. That's the bottom line. That's what this community is about. We want to encourage competition and growth. That's the bottom line. Continuing from where I said, continuing where I left off, I'm going to read back a sentence. I believe that Aces, Galvin, myself, and others would never use bias or favoritism as a motivation to put the best matchup forward. We're not the Bowl Championship Series or what I said in the post, the BCS, nor are we college football or regular football in any shape, manner, or form. The NFL, where contestants can throw a challenge flag when they do not like a ruling on the field. We do, however, like football, have reviews from upstairs to make sure that we reach a fair and accurate decision. This tournament cannot and will not ever bend to the will of this community, the outcry from public or from its contestants. I didn't add that. Um, it is a fair governing body that sometimes is forced to make tough decisions that are not always going to sit well with others in the tournament or outside of it or with the public. Gamers Paradise, my company, nor myself or Aces Galvin would ever risk the integrity of this tournament by judging with biased intent or with favoritism. With that being said, we kind of knew this was going to happen and that I believe a fair and impartial decision was made in both battles. With that being said, I just kind of want to go back to what I was talking about with the battle in general. Um, I think Aces made three good points in his comment on Facebook. One of the things that we have to judge on is the feel, and the feel was cultural. Both criteria were met by Shades and by Vyrix. Um, then you also have the tragedy. Both those criteria were met by Shades and met by Vix. Then you also have Despair, and both of those things were met by Vix and by Shades. Based on that, we had to try to find some type of criteria for being able to judge how much effort was put into both products, which is if you already have the cultural and the ethnic feel down, what do we judge on after that? So what we did is now what we had to do was we had to try to find balance. That balance was we wanted to find a balance of tragedy and a balance of despair in both beats. Once we did that, it was kind of clear to us that Vierix had won this round because he took the time to not only just drag out the tragedy and not only drag out the despair, but to kind of emotionally mix them both into his track. I want to make this real clear before we go any further. This is probably the hardest match that I have ever had the honor of judging. Um, I had the opportunity to watch every one of you guys' personal videos, and to really kind of understand what was going on. But back to the battle, I think that what Vierix did in my opinion, was he put on a show. He put on a professional clinic. To make a long story short, I mean, when I sat there and I listened to that track with my eyes closed, I could think of several movies: The Scorpion King, The Mummy Returns, The Mummy, um, Sahara, Indiana Jones. I mean, anything that had the desert in it, you could probably think of that. But also in giving Shade some props. When I listened to his track, I could think of The Last Ghost Dog, um, The Last Samurai. Um, oh shoot, even Stealth. Going into that, I think that it had a great amount of feel and tragedy and despair inside of it. I just really felt that Vierix's track was balanced, and that's just the bottom line. And I believe that Asus noted such in his response to you guys on Facebook. With that being said, I want to also say this. Let me just adjust myself. I really feel that, excuse me, I really feel two things happened here. Greg Lemon, who is Kilo the Hybrid, made a great point. He wanted to know why we felt the way we felt and that there should be a recap video. Um, I want to make two things clear when I speak on this video. I don't think we owe you guys a recap video. We're judges for a reason, but I do believe that when something is so close and that so many people disagree, it is up to the judges to kind of give a rundown of why they felt the way that they felt. And I think that this decision didn't sit well with a lot of people. A lot of people had Shades winning this battle, and the truth of the matter is that I feel in my heart of hearts that regardless of who won that battle, which again I want to make this clear, I actually made a proposal to Aces Galvin and to the tournament to pay Devon, um, to step away and to give Kilo and Vierix a chance to go into the grand finals. However, Aces made a great point in this when he said that's not how the brackets worked, and if that was true, then you would have taken Shades and put him up against Nigrosaki, and you would have put the Vierix up against Devon, and thus you would have had a Devon uh, you would have had a Devon and Shades. I'm sorry, excuse me. You would have had a Vierix Shades final, and Asus is right. I couldn't have paid Devon enough money to you know I guess take his pride away from the fact that he is in the grand finals. He's going to have a shot at being a BOTB champion against the current reigning BOTB champion. I really find that was in bad taste, and money doesn't motivate everybody, and sometimes pride does. And I believe that Devon, my man, you have enough pride in you to not allow me to pay you to walk away. I don't think that that's something that you would have done, and Asus is right. I don't find that would have been a smart issue that would not have been smart, nor would have been good for the integrity of the tournament. So I believe that we made the right decision there as well. Um, I think that when you're trying to judge these battles, when you're trying to do what we do, I mean, it is excruciatingly hard, especially when we get into a battle that is so close that could have been another Super Larry Dat 10th. I mean, and again, no disrespect to you, Super Larry, by the way. You know that I'm one of your biggest supporters in that situation, and I know that that's not what you intended to do in that situation. It just happened that way, and all kinds of fire sparked across YouTube on it. I don't want to rehash that. I'm really gonna say that. I hope that you guys aren't rehashing that when I'm saying that. But I think that even in this situation, if I had to do it on a point system, I really believe Shades, you're probably 2/10 of a point below Varix's entry, in my opinion. And again, that's nothing personal to your entry. Your entry was stellar. I don't even know how to say this to you, my man. It was just that damn good. I really don't know what to say. That's all I can say. I really feel compelled to just be able to tell the story, which is, my feeling, my personal basis, what based on where I was judging, based on what I saw, based on what I listened to, I felt that Varix had won that round. And you can take that for whatever you want to, you guys. I mean, and that was my vote, and I'm sorry that that's the way it was. I think that again, I want to make that clear. I don't really feel like we owe you guys an explanation for our choices. It was a choice that was made based on a long, long review of both of those videos. So, for me, I listened to both of those videos, I think, 13 times. And I listened to Varix, and I listened to your Shade. But not only that, man. Over the last week, I have had an opportunity to go over not just uh, those two videos and Negrosaki's videos and profile videos, which I want to thank each and every one of you guys for doing, because I think it opens up a broader range of all of the people to know who you are, man. To have an opportunity to know who you are. Um, you know, to me, it let me into your life just a little bit, so I knew that I knew who I was paying, essentially, so that I had an opportunity to get to know you on a personal basis, and I think that that's what I really wanted to happen from this situation anyway. Um, with that, and again, I want to thank each and every one of you guys who are part of the Final Four, who are part of Aces Galvin's Green Room, and I just want to say this, man. I couldn't have asked for a better group of young gentlemen to be a part of this tournament and this stage of it. I want to give a personal shout out to Negro Saki for that video. I, I don't know how many of you guys have had an opportunity to really study religious beliefs or anything like that, but uh, Saki's belief is one that is very, very well received in the prison system, and for him to say that name, it brought back so many memories of people who I had been incarcerated with, and I had an opportunity to watch their transformation through that process. So I mean, uh, Saki, those videos that you put up, bro. That video you put up explaining who you were and explaining what you were going through and what you believed in. That touched me, man. Thank you very much for that. As for you, Shades, man, your video really just kind of got to the heart and the meat of the soul of who you were and why they call you musical professor, and that really touched me as well. I think that those type of videos like yours and Saki really has such a good resonance in this community, and I think that a lot of people need to listen to those type of things and really understand what's going on in your world, so that we can kind of understand what the music means to you as well as what it should mean to us, what you're trying to portray to us. Um, I don't even know what to say to you, Vix, on your personal video. I did not know that you were legally blind, but it was obvious from after I had watched the video that you were, and that wasn't a game, that wasn't a joke. And man, it is truly amazing to see someone with your talent do what you're doing with the disability that you have. So personally, man, big ups and hand claps to you for the things that you do, and what you do for this community. Um, and Devon, man, your video is just, it was amazing, man. It's amazing to have the opportunity to hear somebody be so grateful for what they have and not always be complaining about what they don't got. And that's meaningful in itself. So um, I also want to say this to my next about the next BOTB. Um, I'm probably gonna go back and listen to every one of the tracks from this tournament, and I'm going to more than likely hand out a tournament MVP. Um, I think that it's necessary, and it will also give everybody a chance to know that even if you get booted in the second round, what I mean, if you make a track that touches the heart of the sponsor, or that really just really personifies the battle of the beats, you're gonna be rewarded, and I think that that needs to be done. I don't know what it's gonna be next tournament, but this tournament, I think I'm gonna give $50 to somebody who's in who is I would like to call the tournament MVP. You don't have to win the tournament to be the tournament MVP. You just have to bring a beat to the table that is just nasty and ignorant and really fits the what the motto of the BOTB is. Um, right now, currently, I'm really kind of stuck on about 3 entries. Right now, I'm actually Jay Hits has 2 entries that are in the running of that. One of his is the first one, which would be his round two Castlevania beat. Ken Ken's round two classical beat also. Um, I also have to say that you also who else was on Ken Ken's third round beat 90s style. Also, his is in running of that, and I'm sure there's some other stuff that I haven't gotten an opportunity to really just sit down and put these headphones on. These are Sony VDJs 7000s that I have on, and I can hear dang near anything. If you just like Vix, remember I was on your track that last time that you did that track that was up there, man, and you would have made some weird notations in it, and I heard it. I mean, it's very easy to hear on these headphones, man. I mean, these things blare out good sound, good quality, and they were really cheap, by the way, too. I encourage everybody to go over if you really need a really good pair of studio headphones. Please run over to eBay and buy these from China. They're like $39. They ain't that deep. You try to buy them here in the States, you're looking at 100 pieces. So, um, I think they're knockoff. Actually, I think these are knockoff headphones. That's no BS, but they they work. So I don't even know how to say that. It's just like when people buy those knockoff beats and then get all effed up and bent out sideways. It still sounds like beats. It ain't no difference. So what they knock off? Damn. You better take that shit and go on about your business. Damn. All right. Anyway, um, I think that's what I want to do. I'm gonna hand out a tournament MVP. Um, I also want to throw some ideas at you guys. I have been kind of talking to Asus about what I call shuffle. Um, I want to get a sign up sheet out there, and this is probably a couple BLTVs down the road, but I still want to kind of get some perspective on it. What we're gonna do is we're going to get you to sign up, and we're gonna hand you a number, and we're going to randomly shuffle you every round. I mean, basically, you won't know who the hell you're gonna face, and you could get somebody really easy that you know well, that you can get in there and really rip them up per the round in the field, or or you could get somebody who's a heavyweight and know that you're about to get beat, and it's I think shuffle is probably going to be um, implemented in the next BOTB after our $1,000 one. I'd also like to do something sort of like the Ultimate Fighter, where we get a sign up sheet, people sign up, and then we're going to have 3 major producers who are either Final Forest either Final Four contestants or anything like that. And we're going to get them to create teams, and these teams are going to duke it out, and the coaches are going to win money as well as the contestants are going to win money as well. So they'll pick their squads up, so on and so forth. I thought that would be pretty decent. I'd also like to do something like a multiplayer Call of Duty style where you have squads of six, and these squads of six are bracketed into four teams, and they have a matchup every week, or something like that. And I thought that that'd be pretty cool as well. Um, but I am gonna say this, man. Please do not underestimate any of your opponents in the next BOTB, because um, to do that might let them get another stab at you. Seriously, the best 2 out of 3 thing went so well this year. I am probably more than likely going to just throw this thing out there in some round where you don't know where it's coming from, and I'm going to just implement the best 2 out of 3. And it could be in round 1, it could be in round 2, it could be in round 3, it could be in your final 4, it could be in your final battle. I mean, seriously, I am very tempted to show that please do not sleep on your opponent at all, because to do such will probably get you destroyed in the tournament next year. I mean, next time around, it's not gonna be easy at all. Um, I'm 20 minutes in, and I know you guys don't want to listen to me talk for 20 minutes, but if you made it this far, I appreciate it. If not, no big deal. With that being said, I'm gonna let you go. This is my recap video, Gamers Paradise. Aces Galvin's BOTB head judge, um, Jarvis Carter. You can call me Tekken Tag Metal 4, whatever you want to do. Just don't call me late for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise than that, I'm out, you guys. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your participation. And good luck to Dave and to Devon. And I can't thank you guys enough for being a part of this. Somebody's about to win $300 right now, so I'm out of here. One.